So today we're going to be talking about the Shanghai Major RMRs and Shanghai Major qualification once again. Unfortunately, today we do have some bad news for Ohnepixel and the Team Drillas. Last time we checked in with them, they had just lost to the Mongols 2-1 in the upper bracket semifinals of that Shanghai Asian RMR. And they were going to have to go down to the lower bracket. They were going to have to make a lower bracket run. They were going to have to win out to actually qualify with just one spot left at the Major and one more opportunity to get that Ohnepixel sticker in the game. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this video today and much more. We have some sticker news, some market news, and potentially some ways to make money as well in this video. Today's video is sponsored by Skins Monkey, an automated CS2 trading platform where you can turn your skins into new ones simple and easy. All you have to do is click on the skins that you want to get rid of, click on the skins that you want, and then click trade items. Now, if you don't have enough balance for the items you want, you can use code GERM to get up to $5 free bonus on your first trade. You can also use that same code GERM to get a 5% extra deposit bonus on top of the 30% deposit bonus that Skins Monkey is already offering. So there's really no reason to not go check out Skins Monkey with that first link in the description below today. So after losing to Mongols 2-1, like I said, Drillas was going to be sent to the lower bracket and they were going to have a date set up with FlyQuest. Now this was going to be a very, very epic matchup for a couple of different reasons. One, FlyQuest absolutely trolled in the upper bracket. FlyQuest came into this thing ranked as the number 2 team, number 21 in the Valve rankings, a team that definitely should have been making out of this Asian RMR, which is overall pretty weak. But they did drop their best of 1 matchup to Talon, which again, Talon is right here ranked as the 7th best team out of 8 teams coming into this thing. So FlyQuest dropping out of that lower bracket, it was really, really bad news for Team Drillas and all the other teams that were trying to qualify, because again, we were expected to have those top 3 teams, Mongols, FlyQuest, and LinVision. They were kind of the 3 teams that were expected to be making it out. And now all of a sudden, FlyQuest dropping to the lower bracket and Rare Atom actually advancing just by beating GR and Talon, the 5th and 7th ranked teams. That took away 1 spot. So Drillas was not only going to have to overcome one of the top 3 teams to advance, they're going to have to overcome 2 of the top 3 teams. And one of the very, very unfortunate things of this whole thing, and why I don't really understand why this draw wasn't just done by like Valve rankings or anything like that, is how random and how consequential this kind of bracket draw was, because like I said, Rare Atom, they had to play GR and Talon, where Drillas is now having to play LinVision, Mongols, and FlyQuest. They're literally having to play the top 3 teams all at once just to make it out, which really doesn't make sense ultimately at the end of the day. But hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. That's how this thing was going down, and Drillas was set up with a date for FlyQuest. Like I said, this was going to be pretty unfortunate, and this matchup ended up being an extremely epic best of 3. This thing was absolutely insane. Obviously, with that final map going all the way to triple overtime, ultimately, as you can see here, with the Drillas falling short. They did win a map. They did ultimately push it to overtime, and I believe it was double OT, where Drillas were actually up 3-0 in that overtime and end up losing, or end up tying that overtime 3-3 and sending it to triple OT. So FlyQuest had their back up against walls. Drillas absolutely had opportunities to win this thing, which is pretty crazy. Because again, FlyQuest is a full-fledged organization. They have, an org behind them. They have funding. They have coaching. They have resources. They have all that stuff. And Drillas is just kind of being thrown together at the last minute, playing with the sub, playing with Ohnepixel as their coach. Their backs were really against the wall. But again, Drillas did ultimately fall short. Now, this thing was absolutely crazy. This best of 3 was very, very fun to watch. It was not very high-level Counter-Strike, I will admit. Watching this, I think both of these teams really looked like frauds. FlyQuest did not look good. I think at many points throughout this RMR, again, dropping to Talon and then almost losing to Drillas and looking pretty bad during that matchup. Yes, they did rebound and win a nice 2-0 against LinVision, so that's good. Hopefully FlyQuest is kind of finding their form or whatever. But this is a pretty poorly played match overall, which again is not really surprising from Team Drillas being thrown together last minute, having to play with a sub, having the hate and the stress and the pressure of people calling them a fake Asian team, and literally not even having a coach, having Ohnepixel as their coach, whatever. But coming into this match in these games and stuff, Mongols had tweeted out, if Drillas fight their way through the lower bracket to reach Major, they've proven their worth, as men will give them the respect they've earned. To all other teams in the Asia RMR, all the other teams in the Asia RMR, this is our home, defend it with pride and honor. So they were kind of obviously calling out and calling to their other Asian teams, like, hey, let's have a real Asian team, a team with actually at least a majority of Asian players qualify for this thing. So Mongols kind of getting behind those other teams, but also saying they would respect it if Drillas did make it out. But again, everyone, the entire community was watching this Drillas and FlyQuest match, which is really good for both teams, really good for the scene. I know Ohnepixel stream had like 50K viewers at his peak. I know some of their matches had were pushing 200K viewers, which is absolutely insane for an RMR qualification game, especially an Asian RMR qualification game. Heroic tweeting out, can't take this anymore, having the guy with the Drillas jersey, pretty funny. Obviously, those Drillas jerseys are always going to be so iconic. The haters said I couldn't do it, and they were correct. Honestly, great call from the haters. Obviously, Ohnepixel and Team Drillas coming up just short. Drillas finding that airport, having to find their way back home. Obviously, Ohnepixel taking a lot of time, resources, money, energy, all that stuff to, take away from streaming and to leave home and leave Europe and go over to China and all this stuff. But I hope it was obviously an amazing experience for a lot of these guys. But ultimately, at the end of the day, one of the biggest things for me, one of the biggest what ifs and question marks from this whole team is what if they did have a real coach or coaching staff or whatever. I don't really understand. Obviously, Ohnepixel got to, be a coach. I'm sure that was a crazy experience for him. But if they would have had an actual coach, would they have been able to qualify for this team? Would their, strats and stuff and strategies been a little bit cleaner? Would their gameplay have been a little bit cleaner? Because they ultimately just fell so short of qualifying for this thing and getting it done. Also, obviously, with the drama and roster swap they had, if they would have been able to run their original roster, would things have worked out a little bit better? I don't know. It is really crazy. People tweeting out the stickers that we almost got. Obviously, we will never get the Ohnepixel sticker into the game, and this thing can't really happen in the future because obviously, as we know, RMRs are being taken away, or at least I think are highly speculated to be taken away in 2025 with kind of the closed qualification for everything returning. So we can't really have these streamer teams or, orgs thrown together at the last minute like Ecstatic with Zipple or like, the Drillas with Oni and all that stuff. But, it is crazy. We'll never have the Ohnepixel sticker, but at least people making mock-ups of it and knowing what the logo looked like and stuff will still, have these things to live with forever and what could have been. I also think, some people made some pretty good mock-ups of this, of what, actually would have looked pretty decent. I know a lot of people were saying, hey, a picture can't really look good as a logo. And I know there were some renditions that looked pretty terrible. But I think there was actually some ways to make this look pretty decent. And people, making these borderless Onus stickers. I think some of them actually look okay. This seems like a really high quality one and kind of probably an idea of what it could have looked like. I know people are saying, obviously, Ohnepixel's, quotes and stuff. I'm out. Ohnepixel's drills bomb out of the Shanghai Major. Lots of memes, lots of things being posted by everybody. How dudes be describing drills 2024 major RMR run. So obviously, it's now something that's going to be lost to history. And it'll be something that's kind of forgotten since they didn't ever qualify, but it'll always be that what if story. We do have people saying Amaranth over Ohnepixel. The Gooners are going wild with a wild card qualifying for the major. They're going to have a sticker. And here we have this as well. Amaranth's team wild card qualified for the Shanghai Major. It'll be their first ever sticker in CS. Are you telling me Drillas didn't make it, but Amaranth's team did? Very unfortunate for the Ohnepixel fans there. Also, Richard Lewis is having just an ultimate crash out on Twitter. Glad this Drillas nonsense is over. A world championship having its rules exploited because a streamer wants to make money by having their face in the game is garbage. Hoping the loopholes that allowed this farce are closed moving forward. And it already seems like we know that these loopholes are closed because this isn't even happening. It's going to be based on the Valve rankings. Like I said, it's at least heavily speculated that's what it's going to be. And then Richard Lewis once again hating on anyone that's ever owned a CS skin. This is your friendly reminder that there's a clip of Richard Lewis promoting CSGO Live saying, here's your play the game brought to you by CSGO Live. Very funny. Richard Lewis has had, like I said, very big crash out on Twitter right now. He's like freaking out because the sticker was Ohnepixel's face. He said, why does the sticker have to be his face? Let me know. Why is it his face? Explain it to me. Like he's literally like just so mad that the sticker was going to be Ohnepixel. I don't know. It seems very weird and strange to me. Don't want to give that too much time, but just kind of funny. So I wanted to throw that in there. Heartbreaking, hard to digest losses will hurt for a while. Very grateful for the ride. Appreciate the insane amount of support that made the haters not matter. Thank you, Drillas. That's Metzal. Again, very unfortunate last game for him as well. I know the game went to like triple overtime. He had like 14 kills or something. Could have, so many things that could have been a little bit better, just went Drill's way or whatever. But yeah, Metzal showing his support and love for the team. No Drill sticker this time. Sorry, boys. It was a crazy journey. Thank you for all the love and support we had. Big thanks to Ohnepixel for giving us this opportunity. Banger new stickers that are coming out to the Shanghai Major. Again, we're not getting the Drills, but we are getting Wildcard, Rare Item, and FlyQuest. Those will all be very cool. We have Zerpus tweeting out, you guys hate him too much, man. Once he learns how to coach, talk, hype up, counter his enemies, call timeouts, calm players, read the game, make strats, execute counters, communicate with players, play CS, it's over for y'all. I can't believe he didn't cry during the Titanic Do Men Have Feelings, and then being very, very sad during, the Ohnepixel elimination, obviously. GG's, good luck to everyone remaining. Feeling bad for the players. Nothing else, says Ohnepixel, as Team Drills is eliminated. Modrilla and Modrilla at both ends of the spectrum, but those people in the middle who are getting so mad, I don't know. I think it is really, really dumb. Again, don't hate on Ohnepixel. You should hate on the rules or Valve for allowing it or the perfect world or whatever. Really, really strange at the end of the day. And then we have Waro, who had, really, really insane run with Drilla, saying, I want to make my goals, and I'm still hungry for wins and too motivated. We'll try to find a new home with who I can make it. Thanks, everyone, for who supported us. And then, of course, a little check-in. Lin Vision, obviously, as we saw, did end up losing to FlyQuest in that finals. Something we talked about yesterday was potentially buying this Lin Vision sticker ahead of this, since it didn't look like Lin Vision was in good form and going to qualify. Well, those stickers have continued to rise. The price was 12 cents yesterday, and it went all the way up to 18 cents. Right now, it's still sitting at 14 cents, which would still be a 17% gain. So I think if you bought those Lin Vision stickers, now that Lin Vision hasn't qualified, it still ends up being a pretty good little profit. But the one thing you do have to watch out for now is, obviously, we're getting closer and closer to the Shanghai Major. We're going to get sticker announcements sometime soon. And if stickers do end up being borderless, this stuff is going to crash down. So whether you want to buy or sell or hold could be a little bit of a gamble. I don't know. I wouldn't be buying into too much borderless stuff right now, at least until I know what the heck is going on with these Shanghai stickers. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.